So I just put the spark plugs in. I got the valve cover cleaned up. Last thing I'm going to do is clean the top of the head. And then we're going to stick this back in. I got to torque the spark plugs. I think it said 19 foot-pounds or something in the box. Let me check. So it's 17 foot-pounds or 23 Newton meters. We gotta run them in first. Okay. Ooh. The last one I'm just going to do by hand because there's no freaking room. Down. So we're done with our spark plug socket. That took a bit of doing there. I'm leaking, but we got it done. 5 or 10 minutes. You know, just kind of go around everything with brake cleaner, and just kind of scrub the top of the head as best you can. You know what you want, a nice shiny surface like that, like all the way around. That back corner is very tough. I'm not gonna be able to, if you can see through there. And this front corner was a bit of a pain as well. And then don't forget the middle. You know, go down both sides of the middle. Get it all cleaned up. So, and then your valve, this valve cover's completely cleaned. It's that color because of the caked on oil, and then all the brake cleaner and parts cleaner I used to clean it. It's very smooth and dry. It just looks funky color. But once it starts running with oil in it, it'll look fine. So, yeah, a couple of things. Make sure your gasket's on all the way. And then the thing that's going to be a bit of a pain is all these bolts are going to fall down when you flip it over, right? So, you have to be super careful, you know, when you go in, that you know, you're not going to damage a bolt or damage the cover. And at the same time, make sure the gasket doesn't fall out. Which, you know, all of that can be tricky. Let's just say it can be tricky. So, I mean, yeah, we're ready to go here. So, let's just do it. Hopefully, we do a good job here. There goes our bolts. One thing I might do. I'm not. I was going to take that cap off. So we need to yes, this all looks good. So we need to come in keep it high enough so the bolts don't freaking catch anything. Make sure we don't lose our gasket at the same time. Oh, you know what? I see why they want you to remove them wires out of that DME. Because they're in the way. Yeah, screw this. My new gasket just got caught. So, screw that. We're not dicking around. We're going to pull them wires out of the DME. I was trying to avoid that. They're just in the way. They got it cut. Which, you know, no big deal. Just unplug them. It's not the end of the world. Oop, fuck. Tripping. You be tripping. How do we unlock this? Push it, pull it, what are you doing? Okay, unlocked. It's to the right. Deal with this guy. Okay, just comes up. Alright. Unlock. There we go. So just bite the bullet, get rid of that thing. Pull the wires up out of there. You just have to. Looks like there's an earth strap here that needs to come through. Yeah, we'll be alright. Check your cover again, check your gasket. Always make sure your gasket's right. You pinch that gasket, you do something wrong, you're gonna have all kinds of problems. And they're gonna be bad problems that you'll want. Trust me. Like a glove. So before I set that all the way down, I want to check my gasket. I mean, it's in, it's lined up. I just want to double check my gasket. Make sure it hasn't fucking fallen out. Looks fucking lovely. Hoorah, motherfucker! Just gotta jiggle it around a little bit till it sits all the way down. But we are beautiful everywhere. Oh, fucking awesome. I'm very gingerly going to go around and start tightening these up. Alright, I gotta go look up torque specs. And whatever the freaking sequence is. It's 9.8 Newton meters is what you're looking for. And grab a bunch of different extensions so you can get them all. And the way there is a bolt pattern, fuck that. There's so many of these things, I'm just gonna bounce around. There's way too many of them. Don't forget about the studs. Let me see, where's the 10 little side? There you go. So run the studs in too, which I haven't done yet. Where am I? Let's torque them first. I mean, it's not much. I mean, yeah, which would make sense, right? You're not going to be an animal putting these things in. This is going to be such a long video. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't think you guys are going to want to watch an hour plus of me dicking around. A freaking valve cover gasket in it. Jesus. Alright, that's the 3 studs done. 3 studs. Alright, so I'm basically going to bounce around. Alright, that's it on and torqued. Gotta put our spark plug sleeves in. Whew. I am gonna have a sore back. In the morning. Alright. Yeah, just knock them past the little retaining clips. You can do that however you want. I just used an extension, whacked it, worked. So new plugs are in, valve covers on, yay. So really, just start doing everything backwards now, you know. I'm going to deal with that vacuum hose after all this wiring, after all the wiring and everything's done. Yeah, hopefully I remember how all this shit goes back together. Oy. I do remember you got to kind of hook it under this little plastic piece for the oil cap. Okay. So I'm going to start with the main line. Just run that in. snug that up. That's all it needs. And then we have 4 11 mils. That was holding this rail to the side of the head. So yeah, pop your airbox back in. So it's 2 hoses, front and rear. Just kind of line them up, and then while we're doing that, let's go ahead and slide this over. Line up your 3 studs, like so. Pop your hose back on. Fight you, curse at it, call it names, tell it it sucks. Flip it off in your mind. Get rid of that pry bar. Don't need that anymore. Okay, so our rear one fell right on. Lovely. Front one's being a cunt. 6 mil nut driver is what you're going to need for that. Alright, front one is being a bit of a fucking bitch here. One little corner of it doesn't want to go on. Go on! There you go. Go where you belong, you biatch. Okay. There we go. That thing is so close to the alternator, it's literally touching it. Woo! Alright, slap your airbox back on, no big fucking deal there. These clip in there with the other piece of that harness. Let me think. Yeah, the rest of it's just slapping wires back in. I mean, there's not much to it now. Hard part's done, hopefully. Start cutting cable ties, I guess. I did end up putting a lot of cable ties on this stuff just to try and make it easier. And that does help a lot. I mean, if you're doing something like this, cable ties are your friend. They are very useful. It's like having a couple of extra hands, you know? And the tricky part about this is remembering which one went on top of which one and which one went underneath and behind and all that crap. So that's really just the tricky part of this. Obviously all this stuff goes under those 2 main ones. Let's go ahead and put our iron harness back in our DME if we can. That's not too bad at all. Just pop it right in. You just gotta line up all the little grooves, make sure the rubber seals, right? You don't want any water or anything getting in here. They all kind of intertangle with each other, so I mean, you can't put them in wrong. But they should all just go in nice like that. Shouldn't have too many issues, I think. Alright, so let's get all this stuff back over. Put that where it belongs, which is there. Now remember that this one came under this hose, through like that. Just, yeah, there you go. Super nice. You can actually tell. Just the way they lie, right? It's the way they end up just sitting there. Good. took 2 tins out of that expansion tank. I believe this is them. We're going to put our cover on our DME. So it should start going back together fairly easily or fairly quickly for you. You know? Most of the work is done. You just gotta kind of route everything back around where it belongs. Shouldn't be too bad. And you know, just start plugging stuff in. Like if you see where it goes, especially on like the coil packs and things like that, because you're not gonna need to take them back out again for any reason, or you shouldn't. Don't forget to plug in your injectors. Our lovely injectors. Okay, so make sure we keep all these wires the same, like the same layout, right? That way it looks nice. And what I mean by that is having the earth straps sit on top of the injectors. Like so. See, that looks lovely. Yay. You know, you don't have to do that. It looks so much nicer, you know, when you're putting your car back together. That looks super nice. I think we've lost this light. Oh yeah. She did. Change them up with something else. Alright. It's a 2-beer job so far. Oh, my little 8mm nuts for them. Yeah. So there's 3/8 and then there's 2 tins that pulls that whole bank to the valve cover. Do not lose and or over tighten these. You will hate life if you break one of those. That ain't no joke. Literally run them down and then give them like a, I don't know, 1/8 of a turn or something. Not much. Okay, so if I remember, these went first under these. Yeah, so that goes in there, there, and into that one. These 3, yeah, so that's where they branch off, right? So then here's oil pressure. So does this go on top of that? Yeah, it does. There you go, clip. And now one of these was a real ball ache because I had to pull a different sensor out just to get this one to go behind. You gotta be careful with these guys. There's quite the band in that wire. There we go. Okay, good. this one, yeah, this one, it has to go behind that wire. And then it gets turned. And then, yeah, there you go. Ah, lovely. And then I have to plug this back in because that had to come out to get that one in. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be more of a challenge than the rest of this crap was. Is it in? I don't know, I can't see. Nope, it's not in all the way. There it goes. And just make sure. Yeah, there you go. So that's in, and then these go on top of that loom. Okay. So this one, these are going to go under. So everything goes under. Gray one goes first, black one on top. And then, same again, gray, black. Right? And then, yeah, that's right, because then this one came past, yeah. Yep. There it goes. Like that. Like so, and then these got clipped in to those little guys. That went under. Like so. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. Just the way BMW did it. Because that's how we roll. Alright, finished my second beer. I don't know, this is going to be a 3-beer job. Maybe. Put that big power wire back on. The 13 mil. Install. What do we got for nuts and bolts here? Oh, the 2 tans for the, yeah. So don't forget to put your 2 tans into that bracket that holds the wires to the valve cover. Grab a tan. Okay. Let's see, what do we got left? Nuts and bolts. Not bloody much, that's for sure. Yeah, you're pretty much done. Let's throw the cover on the DME. Because you gotta make sure you get that in and get all the little tabs right and then lock it. It's got these sliding locks on it. Way easier than I thought it was going to be. It just popped right in. Lovely. It was harder to get apart. Alright. Okay, so. All that shit's done. Here, put this back in. Just like that. Okay. Goes in like so. So everything's plugged back in, everything's where it belongs. Let's throw the beauty cover back on. Oh, and the PCB, we don't forget about that. We gotta put this on. Fuck. I almost forgot about that. did notice that our beauty cover here, it was not installed right. I don't know if BMW did that or if somebody else has been in here, but if you look at this cover here, this should be sitting like that, not like that. And of course, it's been installed incorrectly for so long, it's got memory to it now, and it won't undo. It would be extremely difficult to fix that. To the point where, I mean, yeah, I mean, how do you even do it? I mean, the thing to cut it out, and what's the point, right? Pretty much no fixing it. Somebody installed that incorrectly at some point. They broke it, but it's okay, I guess. Could be worse. Yeah, we gotta put this freaking strut arm back in. Strut brace. This ought to be a joy too. Under or over? It'd have to go under, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Right? Shit, do those wires go under or over the strut brace? And they have to go under. Pretty sure they go under. If not, we'll fucking find out. Alright, I had to use a 1/2 inch on that when I was taking it apart. And it was a 12 or something for the other one? Or maybe a 14 or something? Yeah, that's too less. Must have been a 14. And this was tight, like holy shit tight. Right? Yeah. That's all I got. It's about 200 Newton meters, or foot-pounds. That is all I got. Plastic on there. Oh yeah, don't forget your big cap here. I just used a plastic pry tool to take that out. I didn't want to leave any marks in it. It just goes like a quarter turn. There you go. Slap your air filter back in. Let's check. We're going to have to dick around with that again. Yeah, we got it. That was easy. Said nobody. Okay. you're done. Yeah, we did the right thing with the wires there too. All right, that's it. I didn't know my memory card could be full. Who the fuck knows? I don't even know. Shit. Whatever. At this point, I'm like, just get it done. Shouldn't even have bothered with a video on this one. Jesus. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? Let me look at my parts files here. Yeah, no, we're not. All right, let's do it. And I'll line this sucker up. I find a new trick, you guys. Push the nine in the middle. Even better. There you go. Fuck yeah. Boom, boom. Under your little clip here. If you can, with your finger. There we go. Wire in there, your loom, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, slide this guy in too while we're here, why not? Yeah. How did we do? Did we line up our holes? We did 9. Alright, get our 8 mil. 8, where's 8? 8, come here 8. Where are you? You're hiding. Oh, did the fucking toolbox eat you? Where is it? There we go. Yeah, bugger. Where did I? Yeah, right here. Where did I put the bolts? Gently with these. Super gently. As soon as you hear it tighten up, the lift off. You're good. Oh, that's the other side. It's the other side, you bozo. I learned my lesson with this too once. You gotta hook it under first, otherwise the clips don't line up. And then don't worry about the rubber to the end. Yeah, so after you get the clips in, then you just slide your rubber back, pop it in. The more you do shit, you know, the easier it becomes. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I had to pull this off or something. For some fucking reason. Somebody has to. Someone. Where's the... Don't stop, get under. Stop it. There it is. It's the rubber's fucking me. There we go. The rubber kept pushing it up on that one side. It's like, oh, come on. Oh, wait, I see. Fuck. Hold on. This didn't feel right. It's not. Because this rubber has to come out like that and go in here. See, I was off by a few mil, but that was causing the problem. There you go. Learn another freaking lesson. That goes in there. This one goes in there. That goes behind. There and there. See? Couldn't break place, you bozo. Get your wires here for your air sensor. Push on. Push on. Bang. Okay. Everything is fucking looking good again. It's looking like a car again. Not for the faint of heart, this job. I mean, yeah, definitely. You gotta have a fair amount of tools and whatnot for this one. Yeah, and then before you even attempt this, make sure you have a super long deep well 10mm socket. I have a dozen 10mm sockets. The only one that worked was the one that was in my RV, which, holy shit. That's crazy, right? I mean, if I didn't have that socket, I wouldn't have got this job done. And just, you know, it is what it is. You can bet your bollocks I'm going to order one though. So I just took this for a drive, I don't know, 10 minutes driving, I guess. I was driving the piss out of it. And I brought it back in and no issues whatsoever. I checked all the way around the valve cover the valve cover gasket and the top of the head again. No issues, no leaks, no nothing. So we are good to go. It does seem to be running a lot better with those new spark plugs. Like it feels like it got a little bit more of a kick to it than it used to. Which, I mean, it wasn't ever given any misfires or anything like that. So I'm not sure why. Not sure why it feels a little better. You know, just new plugs, I guess. But it's definitely got a bit more kick to it. Which, I mean, that car already has it's pretty quick. So, yeah. I guess put a set of plugs in every 50K if your car's starting to feel a little sluggish on you. It smoked for a little bit after I started it, totally normal. So if you're doing this and you see that, that's normal. But yeah, there's a quick final look at it. And everything's done. No leaks or anything. So yeah, nice and quiet. That's it. That's how you do a valve cover gasket on your N54 BMW engine. Lovely jubbly.